I have a little bit of explaining to do before I get started here. In between this part and the previous one, I recorded the entirety of the Astronautilus playthrough. I beat Silk Song. I started playing Exposition 33. Then New Year's came around. This is recorded in January of 2026, so Happy New Year, everybody. And I think there were a few other things. Oh yeah, I messed with my video settings because I realized that something was wrong ever since I reinstalled my operating system. I just don't remember my settings, but I think some of the oldest Star of Providence videos were 60 FPS and in, what would it be? I think 760. In any case, I messed with the settings to hopefully have high enough quality video at the right frame rate to where YouTube might give me those quality options, but I don't exactly know how that works. We'll see. Where was I? I also kind of forgot what's going on here. I also played like 3 or 4 other games, by the way, but I won't get into that now. Right, I beat this hub world. We have all the hammers, and actually we only needed 3. I got 4. So yeah, might as well grab this potion. Oh yeah, I also played and finished another game by these devs, which would be Stardust Demon. And maybe I'll play that for the channel as well, because I quite liked it. Whoa, you found one more hammer than I needed. I mailed it to my cultist friend. Cultist friend, you say? Oh, something weird just happened. Something with the collision in Mibibli's quest. When you're right on the edge of a platform, you can get stuck a little bit. I'm not sure what's up with that. I can't consistently get it. Oh yeah, those farm animals. Their feet are all that remain. You can see them. I actually didn't notice that the first time, so I just used my imagination for how the animals were like knocked off screen by the hammers or something. But anyway, I think I mentioned that they use Game Maker, but I looked into it and it doesn't seem to be the case. Maybe it's still some version of Stencil that I'm not familiar with. But oh well, details. I'm not that technically savvy anyway. So, let's see what happens next here. Can't fit through there. Nothing up here. Crocodibli's Crocastle. Well, that's pretty quick and easy to get to him. So yeah, we're gonna try to confront him already. I love how low quality this lizard is. Like a kid would draw this in MS Paint. You cannot defeat the great Crocodibli, says you. Oh yeah, I actually forgot about this. The discolored spike things that don't actually... Well, I guess they have a pointy end. But yeah, they just continuously chase you. That flower is also quite crude. But as I said before, these more crude sprites stand out from the tiles in the background, which is actually kind of nice. Oh god, there he is! Whoa, you're gonna die now, bitch! You're pathetic! You're so easy to kill, it's incredible! I hope it's garbage day because you're gonna be garbage. I'm gonna smash you into a million different itty-bitty pieces, and you're gonna die, and it's likely that you're not going to enjoy it very much. Ha! I hope you brought some coffee, because I'm gonna cream you. And coffee and cream go together. Look at how pathetic you are. You thought you were going to save the world or something. A little poorly drawn thing trying to save the world. Ha! Don't make me laugh. Saving the world? How cliche is that? What an unoriginal and terrible story. In fact, this whole game is terrible. Hey you, the one playing the game. Yeah, you. Why would you play such a shitty, uninspired, poorly drawn game? Gain some self-respect, you piece of crap. And why is my monologue so long here? This is completely stupid. Why would anyone want to read this crap here for so much time? And nothing is even happening. This is boring. This is lame. Just goes to show how pathetic you are for playing such a lame and boring game. You're terrible. I hate you, player. And I hate you too, Mibibli. What a stupid name anyway. What does it even mean? Ugh, everything about this entire game and everything you're trying to accomplish is stupid. Get a life. This is going on for way too long here. Why won't it end already? We've been falling for like a billion years here. Come on, this is just completely stupid. This is terrible. Ooh, why would anyone play this game? This whole game is a piece of crap. You're a piece of crap for playing it, and Mibibli here is a completely boring character. And I'm glad Mibibli's going to die right now, right after this horrible cutscene is over. Yep, he's dead. When I got a game over, I think you could see the same sprite, so yep. Crocodibli just immediately game overed Mibibli. That whole sequence is so hilarious. It's just, I think it speaks for itself, and the music that plays there is unique to that cutscene. We're never gonna hear it again. And it actually sounds really good and really dramatic, in contrast with how incredibly silly that was. I think I only stumbled over my words like once and I didn't run out of breath. Kind of impressed by myself. So yeah, you can move around here. And there's a pretty cool 3D effect here with these sprites. One thing I've noticed about resin jars is they really like multimedia blending, especially for sequences like this. Like, this is very different from what you would see in an NES game. Although maybe a similar 3D effect is possible, at least theoretically there. I'm not sure. But yeah, you're supposed to go in here. And now this. Here the movement changes. You have zero friction, so you have to run into something to stop moving. You are dead. Why are you dead? Because you are dead. Thanks for the info. We're basically moving like a sliding block puzzle here. This is the land of the dead. Dead, 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 etc. I do like those moving tiles and the out of bounds there. Look kind of cool. Everyone here is dead. Sorry, dead. I mean, don't mind me. I'm new, and don't mind me for messing up that joke. You ever have moments like that where your brain just autocorrects something? You could easily miss a gag like that if you don't notice it. What? Yeah, the NPCs also change between, like, I'm gonna say gravestones with faces. A chicken drumstick, I think, is to the left of me right now. Oh, maybe that's why he's saying, fair enough. I never really thought about this sequence much, but oh, it's so bizarre. This is the kind of thing that, ooh, before I make a move here, There's something permanently missable. You can see a flashing line of pixels on the left side of the screen, just barely. I want to get up there, but I don't want to put myself in a bad position. Actually, I just need to avoid going up from here. Yeah, it's a slice of pie. Which, now I've seen another slice of pie, so I have to conclude that at least one of the devs really likes pie. I wonder if it's going to be a recurring theme in many of their games moving forward. Best way to deal with puzzles like these is to sort of reverse engineer the solution. So I think I would need to... Well, I have to move to the left to reach the pie, and I have to hit my head on the same ceiling level, so how can I do that? And why don't I remember how to do this more importantly? Oh, I just saw it. To here, up here, and there we go. Got the pie. That was your only opportunity to get the pie, so if you want to see absolutely everything in the game, make sure you don't miss that. It might seem really mean to have a permanently missable item like that, but it's not actually that big of a deal. An arcade machine. Want to be alive again? Stick your soul inside the machine. Gamble your soul. I mean, I'm a gamer, so surely this can't go wrong. Oh, this is so ridiculous. Choose your fighter. Variations on the same guy and bread. I don't think you could even pick this. Error, wrong character. Yup. I mean, I guess I'm still using Scott from Kabuki Quantum Fighter as my profile image, and this one has red hair, so sure. Oh. Okay. You have to pick this one. Fair enough. I forgot about that. Mibibli versus Crocodibli. Oh, that's why you're forced to pick that color, of course. Yeah, it's a freaking fighting game. You can do a quarter circle to do Hadoukens, which is a very easy way of winning this. But it's not very hard anyway. You win. Having defeated the arcade opponent, Mibibli was resurrected. The quest to save the world now continues. What do I even say about that? I think it speaks for itself. This is the second hub world. This is the map. Each of those is a level, so there's quite a bit to do here. And there's a cross. Wonder what that's about. Maybe it's just a decoration. Obviously I know, but we'll get to it. Going off of some weird theory I once read that Mibibli's quest is like an old, forgotten, decaying cartridge that's like getting corrupted and messed up in various ways. I guess somehow a fighting game snuck its way into that cartridge. I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. We're observing abstract art here. And before I do any of these levels, which I could show off, their names at least. Digital Land, Suburb. Oh look, it's Crocodibli's castle. But, Crocastle, yeah, but it's a little awkward to say. I don't remember, is there any reason you can't just go straight there? Huh. It escapes me. But before I show the rest of the levels, you can see here vertically it says to town, which is Yumtown. So yeah, you can revisit this place. The population is the same. The dialogue is exactly the same. Only one thing is different. I'm just confirming that nothing has changed, because who knows, it's that freaking guy again. Last time, I couldn't get close to this book because that whole sequence happened and I went to the first hub world. But now I can grab this book, and this is also sort of a hub for the worlds. That was different. You got the Mibible. Press cross C to use cross pickup. Sweet Jesus! So yeah, that's a new ability, and that's what the cross is for. You are invincible. You can fly, and you insta-kill anything that isn't a boss, and you deal, I think, regular damage to bosses, same as one of these shots, or maybe it was double damage, I can't quite remember. The catch is... oh right, there was a extended tutorial here. So you can go up here by flying. Just thinking about the levels in the first hub world, you can see how this could make things way easier when you use it at a key point, and yet even breaks blocks. And just to showcase the invincibility, you can pass straight through spikes as well. The catch is just that you only get one cross, which I just used, and then you can't do it anymore. And I don't remember there being any crosses within levels. Could be wrong about that, but that's why there was a cross. Right here next to the statue. You need to return to the hub to recover your cross. So yeah. Crystal cars. Nightmare. Uh-oh. I'm thinking of a specific nightmare. Actually, there are multiple nightmares I could be thinking of. The first one that came to mind was the Devil May Cry 1 nightmare. Eggs. Yeah, just eggs. And yeah, falling there kills you, but the rainbow elephant statue refreshes, so it's no big deal. Flying crumb ship. Water. Just water. It's so... oh wait, you can't actually get out of here. That's what this pit's for. They could have placed a platform to let you just jump out of there, but there's something interesting about making you die on purpose just to warp back up here. I wouldn't really change that. I think it's part of this game's weird character. I think the only obvious thing here is Crocodibli's Crocastle. Every other level, what do you even expect? What precedent has this game set at all? Now, since I know I have insight. I should be able to remember which of these levels I want to do first. I think it's actually Nightmare. Then again, maybe it doesn't really matter that much. Nightmare it is. Ugh, I feel funny. I don't know how to interpret this. Is that a soul going in and out of a mushroom skull? Once again, the music I really like. This is rather upbeat, but also a little sinister in places, which definitely fits the theme. Just like before, enemy projectiles can block your own. Have we seen these jellyfish things before? I don't think so. This was a bit of a tricky situation. Maybe I should have practiced a little bit. There are 2 other save slots after all. Why am I going out of my way to kill this? Okay. Pretty sure the red ones leave a... Oh no, they all die like that. So what was the difference? I guess the red eyes just don't shoot you. I just remembered that I left myself a note. But it's buried somewhere here. What did I want to say? I knew I was forgetting something at the start of the recording. Right, I had never noticed before that whenever Mibibli jumps... oh, this screen's gonna be tough. But whenever he jumps, as he falls down, his tie flies up and in front of his face, waving back and forth, which is a very nice detail. I mean, I do want to go for all the healing, as opposed to less of it. Oh. I forgot how far that sends you if you don't. I think this is a pretty self-explanatory gimmick. It's a one-way that flips which way. I guess it's like a... what was it called? I guess it's like a electrical diode, sort of, but it's a column. Oh, this. I remember this. I have like latent memories that get unlocked from visuals, like a sleeper agent. I guess I could get that, although it wasn't worth it. Yeah. Damn. Yeah, practice would be nice, because I certainly think knowing how to do things in this game is... well... if I developed routes, it would be easier. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm overthinking things again and not speaking. That's much better. Yeah, no need to kill every single enemy. And now that I'm undamaged, I can just go down here because it's easier. Forgot this game requires concentration. How the hell am I gonna do Insanity Shuffle later if I'm this bad? I will get better though. But still. Okay, that was much better. Oh no. Right, there's more of those. I find myself at a loss for words. You can sort of scroll the bits of these jellyfish off screen so you don't have to shoot them, but I didn't do it right there. Okay, that route's working for me. I guess I'll go for extra healing, but I might mess this up. For instance, don't jump from down there. Yeah, that would be an example of messing it up. At this rate, I wonder how many levels I'll be doing per video. I think when I get to Insanity Shuffle, I might even do like 1 level per video. That's how bad that's gonna be. Pretty proud of myself for beating that mode, but I'll be even prouder when I have it on video. More proud. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. And yeah, that's a when and not an if. Ah, damn. Oh, you can get through that pretty fast. I just hesitated, that's why I died. Oh, I think this is the way forward? Oh, I can't actually remember. Maybe I had to go down. I guess I'll find out. No, that's a wall. And now I'm stuck. Yeah, I think you need to go down. If you ever imagine having your eyelids torn off, it's unpleasant to think about. Don't think about that. Thanks, whatever the hell you are. I guess you have an eye that's closed. What kind of organ is this? Is it a heart, or is it... Anyway, best not to think about it. I think you want to aim your shots above that particular enemy. You can't duck in this game. I think I just remembered that the hard way. I do like the placement of the one-ways here. To where it's very hard to run into those spikes, but you see that that's... Yeah, it introduces this spike shooter thing. Then I just ran right into it. Both it and its projectiles instantly kill you. I did remember that before I ran into it like that. You know what? That works. I need to focus more. If I don't have much to say, what's the point in yapping anyway? Oh, this is really tricky. Rather devious, for sure. I guess that was the damage boost way. Oh, I could just run across the bottom and then jump. Maybe that's the ticket. But this laser shooter is a problem. Oh, that was it. There we go. Yeah, this game is hard. I remember now. These lingering faces, they do very high damage. They don't quite insta-kill you, but they're very slow. They're not that big of a deal. I think there are periods where they're not solid and you can pass right through them. Okay, I should use the cross somewhere. I can't remember the entire level that well. good use of the mechanic with the main shots where they fall. Had to get really close to that eyeball. Ah, right. That's really fun, actually. Come to think of it, the game has plenty of gimmicks. There was the toxic water, then there's this. I think gimmicks are good for a relatively simple game. Ugh. I feel funny. I guess that's a brick joke with the other NPC that said the same thing, but no, that's definitely concerning. Oh yeah, no extra lives and very little life. And I don't even remember this boss that well. Oh, here goes nothing. Right. Oh, right. Oh no. Actually, unless there was something else, I think I'll be fine. Oh, now I have to move to the opposite side because of how that lined up. I don't remember how much damage exactly I can deal with the cross, so... I don't know when to use it. I should probably finish off the boss with it. Oh no. I was just about to press the cross button there. Damn. Well. I know the level now, and knowing is half the battle, I suppose. I wonder if I could do backups for this game. I only did that once for Tackle Box, and it was nice because I ran into a lot of problems on that playthrough. So being able to load an older save was very good. I could easily have a backup here as well. I don't know though. Haven't had to do that, but I've played different kinds of games where stuff like that maybe isn't even necessary. At least the knockback saved me. Or, I guess it finished that screen for me. The potion is useless now because I'm full on lives. Almost avoided getting hit there. Oh, I remember why these destructible blocks are here. Oh, that's kind of cool. Actually, I can take advantage of that now. Why not? That's another really awesome thing, actually. The level design does account for the cross very often. But you can also use it absolutely anywhere, and it could still be useful because of its general properties. Hey, I unloaded all of those homing bits. Okay, this is much better. So I have one hitless attempt and then 3 more. These yellow things don't hit as hard as I thought they would. I sort of have an idea of dying in approximately 3 hits in this game. Although it obviously varies depending. Simple as this boss is, I do like how the cycles work together to force you to move around the arena as much as possible. Even making you switch sides sometimes. There we go. Didn't even need the extra lives. You can jump into that pickup to grab it a little faster. And yeah, it is very much like Mega Man in that you get more abilities. And I remembered correctly, you got Explode Dash. Dash through baddies, press all together now, jump and shoot and sideways. And this is why I don't want to play this with a controller. Because, I mean, I could probably set it up in a way to where this control scheme would work. I actually quite like this control scheme because it's very hard to do it by accident. You don't need to be that deliberate to avoid doing it, which is good. I think a lesser game would make you double tap left or right, and maybe press one of the other buttons as well. It would be much easier to just accidentally dash into something you don't want to. The Explode Dash itself is kind of ridiculous. It's an invincible dash, it deals damage. Yeah. Speedrunners go Nightmare first, and then they do everything else, and they Explode Dash all over the place. But you can see a white line above Mibibli's head. Has a very brief cooldown. I think I can do one more level. Yeah, why not? Suburb is pretty unassuming. And I don't remember it being that big of a deal either, so yeah. Suburb it is. Did you do your homework? Good kids do their homework. Bad kids get punished. I never thought about this, but this blue book is a book. I'm pretty sure that's an intentional joke. These things are pretty hard to take out. I can't remember how you could do it. But they do hide when you shoot, so I guess you don't have to kill them anyway. And yeah, these flowers appear elsewhere. You can shoot the petals, but they come out so fast it's kinda rough. Explode Dash does take a lot of practice to use properly. I think I do prefer it this way over having a distinct button for the invincible dash. I would have said that maybe it makes the game more NES compatible, but I just realized that the cross has its own button. Look at this. Look at this enemy. Oh yeah, he just walks off screen. I don't think you get anything if you kill him, but yeah, you could also just hide down here. I think that's supposed to be a perspective shot, like he's gigantic. So he's bigger towards the bottom and thinner towards the top. The pencil kind of suits the suburbs, especially with the school association. Why am I doing abstract analysis like this? I guess I just can't help it. Ah yeah, they do switch which direction they send them in based on where you are. Again, less yapping, more playing. There we go. That's what I was trying to do earlier. Alright, so I'll try. Got him. Huh? Oh wait, right. This is the previous screen. I'm just dumb. Yeah. I was thinking to myself, where'd the other pencil go? Yeah, you could just dash explode most of your problems. Oh no. Okay. That was almost a disaster. Haha, bookworm. My existence is a lame pun. It gives my life a sense of purpose. I forgot about that. I've seen so many instances of the bookworm pun. One of them is a franchise. A PopCap franchise, which is basically abandonware, so everyone go play Bookworm Adventures. I don't care how you get your hands on it, it doesn't matter. I didn't even comment on these platforms. At first I thought it was the moon, but when I shot it, I have no idea. Maybe it is just supposed to be the moon, but there's a ton of them. Right, no big deal. Maybe I should just... Nope, shouldn't have done that. Shouldn't have even tried. It's doable, but why risk it so hard? For style points? This is hardly even a good speedrun or anything. Anyway. I can't really explain why I stopped moving there. I guess I was trying to misdirect the laser, but there's no point. Maybe that was a little shmup-brained. Except it doesn't apply. Oh, it does do a lot of damage as well. Huh. Yeah, I'll just shoot this one down. It's not worth it. Guess I'll go down here. Oh no. Oh, this is getting embarrassing. I won't make excuses, I'm just failing. I was about to say something to that effect, but no. No, I just suck. I think using the cross sometime after the checkpoint of this level would make the most sense. It's not the worst thing in the world to get the explode dash first, because I can choose whether or not to use it. So if I'm stumbling, I can make it to the checkpoint pretty damn fast. And that's part of the reason, actually, that I like live systems, specifically the punishment of a game over. Because you might think, oh, what's the point of sending the player back? It's like, the point is, getting consistently good at the entire game matters. And the better you are, the quicker you can get to the point that you got a game over at. And the more time you spend on the hard parts, and you just blaze through all the easy parts. So really the punishment is relative to your overall mastery of the game. It's only really punishing if you're terrible. You know, if it's actually going to take you ages to get back to the same point. The reason why I like that game that erases all of your progress when you get a game over. But I won't reiterate that point. I made that in the Star of Providence playthrough. I'll go down for the flower. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do earlier. If I start falling, I should quickly use a cross to save myself. Or I could make it to the next checkpoint. Oh, it's because the NPC moves up and down, so if I stay here... Yeah. That just keeps happening. I'm the world's friendliest mosquito. Pleased to meet you. My name is Jimmy John. Pleased to meet you, Jimmy John. So what the hell would the boss be in the suburb? A slug? Yeah, I don't know either. I guess we're outdoors, so that's the only real connection. When it slams the ground, it does track you. I think there's nothing else that requires explanation with this boss. I guess I should test out the cross on a boss anyway. Cross on a boss, huh? I like the lines closing in that show you how long. How much of the cross duration is left. So yeah, very simple stuff. Well, let's see if I can grab this midair. Not quite, but you get the idea. And the new power. Slug power. Hold up or down to select. Harness the power of squishy slugs. That's very Mega Man in more ways than one. They just trail along walls. And they have the same shot limit, but you shoot 2 per shot, so you can have 6 of them crawling around. The alternate weapons change Mibibli's appearance while you have them selected, which I quite like. Simple as it is, it works very nicely. And if you fire them in midair, they sort of drift down diagonally, so this is obviously not inherently better to the shuriken. But for instance, I could have taken that shortcut in Nightmare with using slugs to destroy the breakable blocks instead of the cross. Which is pretty neat, and there will be a few other examples like that. Anyway, maybe next time I'll do 3 levels in a row, so within 2 more videos I'll finish this hub world. Yeah, that sounds about right. Thank you for watching.